noticed it too. Unitarians are on the rise, the oneness is on the rise, and this is part of the apostasy that's prophesied by Paul the Apostle in 2 Thessalonians 2. There's going to be the rise of the Antichrist. What they are functionally doing is promoting atheism. Now, they don't realize that. Now, they're going to say, no, they believe in God, and atheists deny God's existence. But Paul the Apostle makes, I got to find it, but he makes the hint that they're denying the true living God, they're functionally atheists, because they're not believing in the one true God who is Trinitarian. So what's happening is the devil is working well among the Unitarians and the oneness and monarchianists in order to present a false God, and the false God always leads to a false gospel. And so this is what's happening. Excuse me. This is what's happening. And yes, I've noticed it, and I'm working hard to try and refute it. But it's like pushing a rock uphill, because there are so many people who refuse to see. And if I could just work with them, then I could show them to themselves the inconsistency of their position. And when inconsistencies mean your position is not true. But they don't want to do that. Just like Caleb could not see and refused to see the inconsistency because he's blind. You know, when I showed him, for example, they were seeing, who were they seeing in the Old Testament? God the Father. Well, Jesus says it wasn't God the Father. He was stumped. Then he tried to come up with something. Instead of just submitting to what it says, well, there's 7 persons. Okay, that's one of the stuff we use for the Trinity. No, instead of that, he has to go in and submit the scriptures to his false doctrine, because we could say such a person is not regenerate. The reason I say that, we could say he's not regenerate. I'm not going to say he is or isn't, but we could say such a person is not regenerate because the Holy Spirit bears witness of truth, and they're not bearing witness of truth. And Jesus is the one who sends the Spirit who bears witness of truth, and Jesus is the truth. And so what they're doing is denying the truth of who God is. So that's the spirit of the Antichrist. The implication is they're not born again, which is why I have to tell people, you continue with this, you're damned, you're going to hell. Oh, you're so judgmental. I'm informing you, because too many people, in my opinion, just sit there and go, well, it's a debate, discussion. They need to know what the truth is, that their doctrines are leading themselves to damnation. They need to stop. They need to hear it. Okay. Sorry, I just got a little soapbox.
Yeah, you're right.